artifact and all the props. Artifacts now is what they're called.
Cool. I know, and I've heard a lot of people ask you this already about, could you ever, before it started, could you ever imagine? But I don't want to know that. I want to know at what point during it did you say, was it a couple of seasons in where you were like, this is almost a legendary status? You couldn't have guessed Smithsonian, but,
Oh, you know what? You have asked me an excellent question. I should have a good, quick answer as to when, during the run of Breaking Bad, I figured out that we were on to something special. I don't have a great answer for you. The whole thing was such a gradual continuum.
Right.
I guess if you really put my feet to the fire, it was probably sometime in season 3 or season 4 when I really started to realize that people were watching the show and paying attention to it. Another good landmark was in that first season when Bryan Cranston got nominated for the Emmy for Best Dramatic Actor, Best Lead Actor in a Drama, and then won. That was astounding. That was a big moment. But even then, we thought that was well-deserved love for Bryan. We didn't realize the show was responsible, or the show was not responsible for that love, but that the show in and of itself was going to go to those places as well. It probably was season 3 or 4. Although honestly, I still can't get over the fact that the show did as well as it did, that as many people around the world watch it as do, that we're here at the Smithsonian. It's mind-boggling.
It really is. Talk about, let's say some young writers are here. I think they can probably, for years to come, they'll be studying Breaking Bad in terms of
hope so.
the arc. Talk about the importance of from season 1 to the very end. How it's not side tangents. It's all working towards a piece of completing that arc, of Walter's arc.
Well, we had a good foot forward in that there was a mission statement for Breaking Bad right from the get-go. I wanted to show a character in undergoing change, undergoing transformation from the beginning of the series to the end. Because TV typically doesn't do that. TV typically keeps characters in a kind of a stasis so that a show can go on indefinitely.
Right.
But I really like the idea of a character undergoing change, going from the good guy to the bad guy.
Mr. Chips to the Scarface?
Mr. Chips to Scarface, as I put it to Sony way back in the early days. And that was a good mission statement that held us in good stead. So that was what we tried to figure out with every subsequent season. How much further down the road is Walter White to becoming Scarface?
Yeah.
And I really have to give the lion's share of the credit to Sony Television and to the AMC Network for letting us go long enough, but not too long, that we could end the show the best way we knew how. With the show, it's the Goldilocks problem. You want it not
the porridge just right,
just not too hot, not too cold, just right. You wanted the show not too short, not too long, just right. And in the early days, the danger was it would be too short because it wouldn't have enough viewers. But AMC really stuck with us and said, we like the show. It's not the viewership we would prefer, but we're proud of the show. So they allowed us to have not too short.
Yeah.
Sony, who later on in the life of the series very much wanted to go on forever, as any company would, because the more show episodes you make, the more money you make. They really stepped up and they said, you know what, we'd love another season or 2 or 3, but if you really believe we're coming to the end here, gosh darn it, we'll
keep the discipline.
We'll keep the discipline and we'll go with you on that. And so between AMC and Sony, they allowed us the just right porridge. They allowed us the not too short, not too long series. And if it weren't for them, the show would have gone in the end probably too long. And people would have said, hey, is that show Breaking Bad still in the air? Remember when that was good? I used to watch that. And that would have been the worst. That would have been heartbreaking.
And for the porridge analogy, if it was just that speaks to sort of the writing, but visually, your camera would have been down in the damn porridge looking up. Talk about how you just shattered all those boundaries visually.
I don't know when that started, but we really did like putting our camera in some weird places. We even from the bottom of the toilet bowl one time looking up as Walter White got rid of some illicit drugs, or I can't remember what it was. We put the cameras all over the place, and I don't even know when that started, but we had fun doing that, that's for sure.
Hitchcock has trouble getting the toilet to flush in Psycho, and you're just plunging it down in there, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet
Thank
you, too. Thank